Fish movie is back. Can you tell us about the decision to do that? Because we're very excited about it, or at least I am.
One of the things we set out here when we first started the show with this was to build a world populated with people. That we could bring in and out of the world. The same way when you read, the comics, it's the case where someone will go away for a couple of years and then come back again. And so when we established Fish last year and then she kind of vanished, we always had the intention of bringing her back. And in fact, almost all of our characters we want to bring back in a certain way. And also, just Jada is awesome. And one of the ongoing themes we want to play in the show is, again, the theme in the comics is of transformation. And so you want to see people as one character and then see them develop and become another person. And Fish just had a real, she was able to make a great test subject of showing how we can do that in a very extreme way. And so since we left with a cliffhanger for getting out of the van, we also wanted to pay that off in a substantial way. So she comes back, at least for the first 2 episodes of this year, and causes a lot of havoc.
Can you talk at all about the Court of Owls and how that is going to work in a timeline sort of way? Is that going to be right from the beginning of the season? Or?
Yeah. One of the things I got to talk about and tell some stuff and not tell some other stuff, obviously. We will see the court from the very beginning of the year. They will also arc through the entire year. We'll see them, and they'll feature more substantially in the second half of the year. But we will visit them and learn more about them in the first place. From the first episode.
So the theme of the season is Heroes Will Fall. So can you give any hints like that?
Sure. Yeah. A lot of it is the case too, where we imagine sort of a continuum for all of our characters, and we want them all to drift backwards and forwards, on the axis towards the light or the dark, or what have you. And so, even though you watch what Gordon did last year, you're going, wow, how much worse can that get? It actually can get a lot worse. So we wanted a few of our core characters are going to go to really dark places. I know that's such a vague statement. I'm so sorry. Gordon and Bruce and Selena all have really sort of dark and troubled journeys through the course of the year. Sorry about that.
So, what is the process for determining which villains? How did we come up with Mad Hatter for this year?
A lot of it is just villains that you, as a fan, would want to see. I always wanted to play X villain or Y villain. Some of it is the case of what villains we are allowed to use, which villains are not in Suicide Squad, or villains that are going to be used for a upcoming movie. So you have among that rogues gallery, you have a certain literature number that you're going to take. And secondly, there's a decision on our part not to go with fantasy or too sci-fi on our villains. So we wanted to have villains who are the Batman villains who are more grounded. And for the Hatter, it's very much a case where I love the way he speaks. I always love the way he speaks, and he always feels he always came at things with a level of anger and insecurity and a desire to belong. That was what was driving his psychosis, what I thought was an interesting sort of push for a villain. And he felt very colorful, and he would fit very much into that. And so that's the case, and then we've highlighted another half dozen villains that one or two we'll see this year, and the others we'll hopefully see in years to come.
With the overall look and feel of the show, what source material did you guys look at in order to build out the look and feel of the characters and the backdrop of Gotham City and the others?
Sure. Lots of different things. Some stuff from the Batman universe, some stuff from beyond, obviously. There was a lot of Batman Year One kind of went into the look and the feel of the show. Some of the movie 7 went into a lot of it as well. And also Blade Runner, especially in the sense of the verticality of that world that we try to bring into the world. There's the world above, and then there's Harrison Ford always in the group who wanted everything to really, as much as possible, take place down there in the alleyways and the sewers.
The show has some amazing dynamics between Bruce and Selena, and between Jim and Leslie. What can we expect from these relationships?
Going forward, in terms of Selena and Bruce, we're going to see a big step taken forward in their relationship this year. So we're really going to see the sort of the young Batman and the young Catwoman like together in a much more substantial way than they were in previous years. Because the approach we took this year was saying, okay, they are these iconic characters, and on the other hand, they're also 15, 16-year-old boys and girls who are attracted to one another. And so how is that going to happen? And what sort of damage can they do to one another to make it so that in the future, Batman and Catwoman can actually never quite consummate or have trouble consummating their relationship. So we're going to bring them together and actually have them both be meaningful to one another and have issues the way any sort of teenage romance is going to have issues. And in terms of Lee and Jim, issues will happen between season 1 and season 2 that will lead to problems in that relationship, more problems in that relationship. And a lot of the arc of this year will be Jim sort of finding his way back.
Can you talk about the decision to age Ivy Power up a little bit and how that might affect the versus dynamic?
Yeah. The decision was we thought it might be interesting to do, and we thought we could. There were storylines we wanted to play with Ivy that we were just not able to play with the actors. She was wonderful, did a wonderful job for the 2 years we had her, but we couldn't play the storylines we wanted to play with the age. So she does age up early on in season 1. And then because Ivy, the mentality of the Ivy that we have in our world is not the same, quite the same as the Ivy in the canon. She's a bit more of a loose cannon, and so she goes and creates what's happening in the world. And because she still is sort of a 14-year-old, 15-year-old street teenager in the body of a 25-year-old woman, she doesn't know how to act in the world yet, and so she has to like find the world.
What was it about the show that drew you to the project initially?
I mean, I've been a Batman fan since I mean, for me, it was a case where when I was a kid, I was a kind of comic book fan, you know? I mean, like many people, I think my journey with many people of my generation was read comic books, and then you had that moment when you read Frank Miller's Daredevil run, and you're like, oh my god, this is what they can actually be. And so for me, when Miller went over to do The Dark Knight Returns, I was like, that actually drew me to Batman for the first time, and so I started reading Batman heavily from that point on. So then I came out and started doing different television shows. And then when Bruno called me about this, it was always just something that I held in the back of my mind that I wanted to do. So, cool. Yeah.